David, I read Chris Demm a headline before this program, and he said, when you read that on the air, Dave's going to be turgid.
Really?
I don't use that word lightly.
Yeah, it's a sports
As
headline.
well, you shouldn't.
I think it's a sports and entertainment headline. And I think you probably will be turgid when you hear. Let's just get it out.
Push
of the
back
way.
from the desk a little bit.
Yeah, push back. I was certainly surprised by it. It's a golf headline. And you're thinking to yourself, how can a golf headline make me turgid?
Right.
You know, what is it?
I'm ready.
Okay. Report. Rory McIlroy, days after filing for divorce from his wife of 7 years, Erica Stoll, is dating CBS golf reporter Amanda Baleonis.
Let me tell you something.
He's turgid. What?
If there's one person on television, Weather Dave adores,
Get out of here.
it's CBS golf reporter Amanda
Let's go down
Baleonis.
to
She's
Amanda
America's
Baleonis.
sweetheart. She's a lamb.
Wonderful.
I have a friend that mentioned that to me the other day, and he said, I think those two had chemistry when she was interviewing him
At the Wells Fargo.
Saturday in
Sunday.
Charlotte.
Sunday.
Sunday.
He won the Wells Fargo tournament, Rory, a week ago. Now, this is
A week ago.
9 days ago.
But he said when she interviewed him the other day
Oh, after the
PGA?
at the
At the PGA.
and
Oh, I
that they
see.
had chemistry when she was interviewing him. Then
Well, the article states that Rory McIlroy is dating 19th hole reporter Amanda Baleonis of CBS. Balionis interviewed the champ after he won the Wells Fargo at Quail Hollow on Mother's Day, and viewers noticed, that's flirty. She's flirting with him. That's what they said. Now, I watched this interview. I went back and watched it. This is the one at Quail Hollow. Okay, not the one at the PGA. And I would never have picked up on that. But then again, I'm blockhead.
Yeah, you don't see
I
stuff
don't
like
see
that.
stuff like that. Now, yeah, she rubbed his chest and
all the usual stuff
yeah, just
She unbuttoned his collar.
yeah,
that reporters do.
you know, the usual.
Loosened his wristwatch.
Yeah, he was smiling ear to ear. The next day, he filed for divorce.
Yeah.
The next day. So that was when news broke. Balionis and her husband, Bryn Renner, who used to be a quarterback for the UNC Tar Heels, later turned tech company account manager, have not been seen together since October, and she stopped wearing her ring. She went by Amanda Renner for a little while and then changed back to Balionis.
While they were married, which was a year maybe.
Yeah, not long. A year to 18 months. And then they've been...
Yeah. I first noticed in February.
Yes. Well, it happened in October.
Dave watches closely.
That's right.
And she sometimes she wouldn't wear gloves at those NFL games she'd do.
That's right.
And I said, no gloves, no ring.
Amanda
What's
Balionis.
going on here?
And my wife noticed she's gone away from the side pony and gone full hair down.
Well,
And my wife said that means that little floozy, that trollop,
She's on the hunt.
she's on the hunt. She's caught her prey. It's Rory McIlroy.
And I believe Rory cut like a video for her charity she does.
Yep.
Too.
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's great. So they're buzzing around the greens that Rory McIlroy is dating Amanda Baleonis.
Yeah.
And that's pretty big news in the golf world.
I think it is too. Will she have to recuse herself?
From the post-round
I
interview?
don't think so. Do you?
It's just an interview, but
Yeah, I don't think she'll have to. Would she recuse herself from interviewing only him? Would someone else have to interview him?
yeah, he'll get Colt Nost.
Yeah. Oh, no. What am I doing? Why am I standing here with you?
Why is Dottie Pepper interviewing me?
Where's Amanda? What am I doing standing
I
there?
got a pepper.
Let's go down to Dottie. What? Why? No, Amanda Baleonis.
You're not going to tempt him. Go.
No.
No, you are not.
I'm not going to make a move on you, Doug.
No, you're all right.
Amanda says you can talk to her all you want.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, listen, the Wells Fargo was in Charlotte, North Carolina. I wonder if they were spotted anywhere together there.
I don't know.
Carol wins.
Maybe.
It's right there.
Were they on the? Were they
on
one
the
of
Fury
on the
365?
Fury? It's possible.
That pole looks loose.
It's possible.
Straddling the state line.
Eating some fudge, doing karaoke.
Yep.
I used to watch a lot of Boston Red Sox baseball. As you know, I would watch their home games on NES and New England Sports Network. And one time they used to have a reporter on the sideline, the foul ball reporter, and she would be down there interviewing players. And all of a sudden she was gone, and it turned out she was dating their catcher, Jason Varitek, who had recently had a messy divorce from his wife. And so they put her back up in. They let her do pregame, like back in the studio. And so maybe I wonder if Miss Balionis will be taken from that spot, at least when Rory comes off the green.
I mean, it's all post round work.
It is. It's not like during
that she does. How old is he now?
35.
He's 35.
And he said, in fact, in that interview, he won the Wells Fargo for the first time when he was 20. And he's like, as a young 20-year-old, and now here I am at the ripe old age of 35, just grinning ear to ear. And
Why wouldn't he be?
Amanda blowing in his ear.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, exactly.
Grin.
Oh, sure. So anyhow,
that'll be interesting to watch.
That's the scuttlebutt. Exactly.
I'm sure CBS Sports didn't care for it, but whatever.
Nothing on the gram, Dave? I'm sure you follow Miss
No,
Balionis.
she hadn't gone there yet. They may, once it's out, they may start to tiptoe around it. But they're you got the majors still coming up here.
Right.
True.
Exactly. We met Rory McIlroy for the first time when he was 19 at the British Open. And remember the call they did? He was like totally unknown, and he had a good shot into the green. He's a rookie, an amateur.
But never promise.
But had promise, yeah.
Look at him. You're thinking, I don't know if he's 18 yet.
He may be 18, but I bet he doesn't shave. It's a really narrow-looking little green up here. He's just going right. Look at it.
What is going on here?
Now you tell me that face shaves. No way. No whiskers coming out of there, Peter. Come on.
I think he's still got a year or two to go before he may even start, and then lightly with an electric.
Or a cat. You get a cat to lick it off.
Under the cold steel.
May Peter rest.
Strangest golf commentary ever.
Ever. My favorite.
Cat would lick that. A cat would lick that off.
That's right.
None of the cold steel.
I'm told we're off the air.
You couldn't say that kind of thing nowadays.
I'm told we went to commercial for no reason. Welcome you back to Troon. We've been off for a couple of minutes. I've been yelled at by.
They also commented. This is the same day. They commented on he'll be okay till he starts dating. Because he was so young at that time.
And here, this young man is one shot off the lead. The Open Championship.
He's been, he's only 18 years old. He was a prodigy at about 13, 14. Not quite Tiger Woods style, but he's an amazing talent if he can keep things going. If he doesn't get carried away or discover women.
Well, he's discovered him.
Okay, well, yeah, now he's dating Amanda Baleonis.
You're right in the thick of it, isn't he?
Yeah, right. That's right. He knows him now.
Yeah, he does.
And he's just getting divorced. So we'll wait and watch and see how that happens.
Interesting.
We have a retirement in the world of athletics as well. One of the greatest eating champions of all time, Kobayashi, has retired.
Takeru
Kobayashi. We met him. The world was introduced.
Ranked number 1 in the world from Nagoya, Japan. Never beaten on U.S. soil. 21 pounds of rice ball, 20 pounds of noodles, 17.7 pounds of calf brains, 53.5 Nathan's hot dogs and buns, 5-time Nathan's famous champion, ladies and gentlemen, Takeru Kobayashi!
The tsunami.
God, the tsunami, who did win the Nathan's hot dog eating contest 5 times until Joey Chestnut came and unseated him. I mean, he was the greatest name in competitive eating.
I can't help but think, what if?
I know.
When I think about Takeru Kobayashi, and I do.
I know.
Because he got into a tiff with the people who run Nathan's Famous.
Correct.
And during his prime years, he was never invited to the event.
That's right. One time he showed up with a sign and let him in, free Kobayashi. Apparently, he had a tiff. He had a dispute with Major League Eating, the sanctioning body of Nathan's Famous contest, and others, and over the exclusivity of its contracts, and was never allowed again to eat.
So we were deprived as spectators of seeing him and Chestnut in their primes,
correct,
head to head for year after year after year.
Correct.
It would have been a battle.
Now Kobayashi at one point ate 69 hot dogs and beat Chestnut by 1 dog, but it was not at the Nathan's Famous event. It was at a different event, so wasn't sanctioned by the MLE, Major League Eating. Matt Stoney upset Chestnut, eating 62 dogs in 2015 to Chestnut's 60, breaking the champ streak of 8 consecutive mustard belt victories. And he has won since then. But Kobayashi preceded them all. He was the guy.
It's not an event that I watch regularly. I know some of you guys do on the 4th of July. But if memory serves, Kobayashi was the first to really do that. He would eat 2 dogs at once and then dunk the buns in water and just wolf them down. He changed the game to me. I never saw anybody eat like that.
Pioneer. He ate them two weenies at a time, dunked them in water, and ate them. He has said now he has eaten so much he's lost the ability to smell food. He's ignored signals from his body. He never knows when he's full now. He's ignored that for years. And so Kobayashi's doctors say his brain has been affected, and he's had a lot of nausea from all this eating. I wonder if that will affect Joey Chestnut and others as well.
Is this too new a competition to have senior citizen competitive eaters?
Oh, or
are they the oldest of that?
Well, they may be. It's just
that breed.
They'll go out on the Champions Tour, and start eating. Would they have to eat like mini hot dogs instead of
Vienna sausage?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that female, she's older, I thought. The Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Wasn't she a little bit older than these guys?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
She may be.
I think she was.
He says 20 years have done a number on my gut and my brain. I have to give it up. So he'll no longer enter into eating competitions.
What are his backup skills? What's his fallback?
Great question. I don't know. All he's done is eat. He got up to making $650,000 a year for several years there. But after being banned by Nathan's Famous and that hot dog competition, his name started to fade away.
Yeah.
There's a new Netflix documentary called Hack Your Health, The Secrets of Your Gut. And it has been revealed that he has eaten so many highly processed foods that that's what it does to your brain and to your gut. He can't feel full or smell anymore. He's 46, and he announced the retirement on the documentary, which just dropped. So Kobayashi, you won't have him to kick around anymore. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I'm not surprised by that his system's messed up.
Listen, speaking of food, this was interesting to me. Chris Demm saw it as well. Biggie does a lot of food ordering and has it delivered by DoorDash.
Not as much now, but yes.
Oh, I don't mean to touch a nerve. I apologize. Nonetheless, you've done a lot of
I have before.
Food ordering and
trying to live a different life.
Of course.
Are you?
Of course. He's changing his ways. We know that, yeah. So he doesn't order as much anymore. But one gentleman decided, and this was, it's in the United States, but we don't know exactly where. He wanted to test the DoorDash delivery system and McDonald's. So, and listen to the test and let's see if you think they handled it well. He went online and he ordered a triple cheeseburger from McDonald's, which I didn't even know was an offer. I didn't know that was a thing. Wherever he is, they had a triple cheeseburger, and he wanted it delivered by DoorDash, and that's all he ordered was a triple cheeseburger. But when it comes, and I don't know if you've ordered on these, but it'll say, do you not want pickles? Do you not want ketchup? Below, every box is checked, and if you uncheck them, they'll take off pickles or whatever. So he unchecked the cheese, the pickles, the ketchup, the mustard, the onions, all 3 patties and both buns, which is every single thing that is offered. So he unchecked everything, meaning the test was, will I get an empty wrapper?
Anything.
Which there's nothing to be delivered.
Will anything show up at my door?
That was the question. So he used DoorDash, and the fee was the burger was $5.39. They added a $3.42 delivery fee, and he tipped another $10. So the meal was $19.81 coming to his door, which was nothing. Now, McDonald's did not call him, text him. There was no communication at all, except to say, your order's on the way, okay? But the DoorDash driver texted him and said, bruh, did you mean to do this? Because he had an empty bag.
It's nice of the driver.
Okay, so the driver did. So it comes, the food is delivered, and the driver said,
the bag is delivered.
The bag is delivered. The driver message said, this cheeseburger is not in the bag. Bruh, is this what you meant? Because he looked at the receipt, and the guy said, yeah, I'm good with that. So the guy delivers it, and inside the bag is a wrapper and, oddly, a McCrispy chicken box that was also empty, which he didn't order at all. So what he put online is, I ordered absolutely nothing, and McDonald's still screwed up the order by putting in an empty McChicken box.
It cost him $20.
So it cost him $20 to do the experiment. So he got a wrapper that would have gone around the hamburger. And
that makes sense.
An empty McChicken box.
Which
was odd. That was odd. The crispy McChicken was the only
Do you think the
thing.
folks at the store were just having a lark?
I do.
Tossing in the McChicken empty box?
Yeah, I do. And they were like, give him something, for his trouble. I'm not sure why they put the McChicken box in there, but the wrapper, that's pretty funny that he did that, that the wrapper got
It's just surreal.
I really needed a bag.
Yeah, so they got it. They got it done, and he did the exact he did exactly as you'd expect.
To McDonald's, I say job well done.
I mean, yeah.
Followed direction and included an extra.
Well, the extra is what he said is I didn't need that.
order this.
I mean, really, the perfect delivery would have been just
a
wrap.
bag.
Just
Yeah,
the bag.
and
Yeah.
that's it. And
So DoorDash it's like a $3 or $4 anyway, regardless.
Yeah,
if
no
they
matter
pick
what.
up an order.
And I have to credit DoorDash because the guy texted and said, "This is really weird. Is this what you want?" It's nothing. And the guy said, "Yeah." And he gave him He gave him the $10 tip too, which was pretty good. Are you outraged by this? This is a McDonald's in Australia. A customer snapped a picture of this and put it online, and so now McDonald's is going to go through a lot of retraining of their employees because one of the employees needed to dry her mop, and while they were serving lunch, and she went under and held the mop head just with her hands, just as the furry part of the mop, under the heat lamp above the fries.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. The fry station?
At the fry station. And the woman who took the picture said some people were going around her to get the fries while she was standing there holding.
How else am I supposed to dry his mop?
Jesus.
If you can tell me a better way.
Yeah, I know. Now, are you outraged by that? I don't know why I wasn't as
Yes.
outraged. I wasn't that outraged.
No?
by it. No, I wasn't
Mop
that outraged.
water?
I wasn't.
Yeah.
You think the water was dripping onto the fries?
It had to be.
God, now that's disgusting.
It
really
rushes me back, though, to being a restaurant manager and just seeing people do
the
dumb
stuff.
things.
Yeah.
And as the manager, like, you're dealing with customers and customers see it.
Mm-hmm.
That story I know I've told you all about the guy who just started sneezing as he was cutting the pizza.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just, it brings me back. I just feel this pit in my stomach
I know,
still
I know.
when I hear stories like this.
God, I know.
It is one of the easiest jobs to get in the food service industry.
Right,
And
yeah.
yet we
Yes.
put so much trust in them.
I know, that's exactly right.
And there's not a whole lot of
Yeah.
gatekeepers.
That's exactly right.
Your son, Kelly's in that.
he's doing
He's
it.
taking that step.
Yeah.
God, I know.
And I always say this too, a lot of times people who, like that, I'm sure the mopper knows better,
Mhm.
but it's like, why would you do that? Why are you doing something
know.
so stupid
I know.
right now?
I've just found the picture on my device here.
The mopper.
That's her literally
Yeah.
holding up the. You see her?
Those
She's
beautiful red boxes.
She's holding over
yes.
the boxes of fries.
And I bet if you ask, like, why are you doing this
I know.
right now? It'd be like, what?
I gotta dry the.
Well, it
They
just
told
makes
me
you
to
wonder
mop.
how people live.
Oh,
what
I know.
what their home is
God,
like.
I know, and they're holding the mop.
They do that there.
That drips on your fries. That's the nastiest stuff there
Ugh.
is.
Yeah.
That's
there's
the
nothing.
floor.
There's nothing nastier.
They're
than
eating
that.
the floor.
Yes, you're right. Remember the woman? This is an older call. The woman's name is Susan, and she went to a fast food restaurant with her child. The child had a dentist appointment, and so they stopped by on the way back to school to grab something. And she witnessed something like this at the fast food restaurant.
Several years ago, my son always had the very first dentist appointment, so I would stop by a fast food restaurant on the way home and get breakfast before I took him on back to school.
Mhm.
We were in the drive-thru, and, of course, there were several cars in front of us before we got to the pickup window, and he and I observed a little girl in the back slicing a lemon pie to put in individual boxes, and every time she would slice that pie with this big knife, she would take the knife and run it down her tongue and lick both sides.
Oh, the tongue.
Oh my God!
I was praying for a finger.
I said to my son, I am going to tell the manager. He said, no, Mama, don't you do that. Don't you do that. He wouldn't let me do it. But I thought I would never, ever buy a piece of lemon pie from that restaurant.
Good gracious, that is awful.
It is, but boy, she was getting the good. Wasn't she? Off that knife. She knew what she was doing.
I'll tell you this too. She told us off air the restaurant, and I knew the one that served the lemon pie.
Mm-hmm,
It's a biggie now. It's a big name, but that was many, many years.
And we
ago.
have to admit we don't know that knife didn't just go straight into the washing machine.
Yeah, but she said between each slice. She said
Oh,
she
did
said
between
she would
each
go a
slice.
slice and lick, a slice and lick, a slice and lick.
Well, that's the right way to do it.
Jennifer, you're talking about
At home.
food. Go ahead, Jennifer.
Yes, a few months ago, my husband and my son and I were at a popular burger place in Charlotte, and my husband was in the bathroom, and a worker came in with a wet rag, wiped off the toilet with the wet rag, then came out of the bathroom and started wiping off the table with the same rag.
Oh, God. Oh, no. No. Oh, I don't think I can go back there.
Will you go back?
Will you go back, Jennifer?
No. I mean, it's like scarred me for life.
I don't blame you. That is really bad. What do you call that? The gray
The
rag?
gray rag.
Oh, God. Thanks,
Every
Jen-
restaurant has them.
Yep.
They do.
I don't blame you, Jennifer. I agree. Coming up here, something a child does, everyone will find funny and charming, except for me. I find it disgusting. Just him knows what it is. Criminal, what it is.